Well, hey everybody, it's Outland. How you doing? Sorry it's been a while since I've been around. You probably thought I dropped off the face of the earth. Well, I practically did for a while. I've been sick for about 2 months. It's been pretty bad. I've been really sick. And right before Thanksgiving, I went to the emergency room, or the ER, urgent care doctor, and they diagnosed me with pneumonia. So I had this head cold that turned into a chest thing that became this pneumonia, bronchitis, horrible mess. I'm still coughing from it, and it's December 13th today, so still not feeling completely 100%. It's been bad. I haven't had really any strength or any motivation to do much of anything. I haven't felt like myself. Definitely haven't felt like making any videos, which has been sad because I had all these ideas and all these things lined up and haven't been able to do any of it. So I'm sorry about that, and I'm sorry I haven't put more content out, but I'm kind of back in the land of the living again, so thought I'd just give you a quick shout out, let you know how things are going, that I'm still here, and the channel is definitely got some cool things coming up. Now, while I was down and out, I did order something online on the Black Friday sales. Now, I know not a lot of you, a lot of my viewers who are hardcore hammock people are going to cringe at this, but I did pick this up. This is the Ember 2 Underquilt, and I got a great deal on this. You know, I honestly couldn't pass it up with my REI dividend and big sales and all kinds of stuff. I ended up picking this up because I didn't have an underquilt, and I've been using pads forever, and you know, no real hammock camper can keep using pads forever. So I picked this up, and like I said, got a really good deal on it. Is it gonna work great? I don't know. I've heard really mixed reviews on it. A lot of people like it, a lot of people hate it, and some people are like, it doesn't go down past 50 or 60 degrees. It's not gonna keep you warm. It's a summer quilt only. I don't know. So we'll see how it works. You know, I bought it to, if nothing else, I'll use it as a summer underquilt, and you know, for warm nights and things like that. But I figured somebody will get some use out of it. If not me, my kids, somebody using a hammock will get some use out of this. And I am, you know, based on some of my videos lately, you might think I'm an E&O fanboy. I'm really not an E&O fanboy at all. Just I like some of their accessories, and I've been looking at this, you know, as one of the cheapest underquilts out there, and I thought I'd give it a try. I don't know how it'll work. Now I have a event coming up here in January called the Frozen Butt Hang, in which I'm going to try this out. Probably going to try it out with some pads as well, but you know, not just by itself. We'll see how the weather's going to do. It's December 13th right now, and it's 65 degrees outside. It was 70 yesterday. El Nino is absolutely crazy this year. The weather is insane. This is not completely unheard of, but it's definitely unusual. And it kind of did this last year too. It wasn't quite this warm, but if you saw my video on my backpacking in Zaleski State Forest, we were backpacking in December, and it was in the 50s, and it was really nice. And then it got down like the 40s or 30s at night. Wasn't bad at all. Not really typical December. You know, usually around here it's pretty freaking cold by now. December's usually pretty terrible. Not this year. So maybe there is something to that whole climate change, global warming thing, even though I'm pretty skeptical about the whole thing. Maybe there is something to it, because December has been you know, honestly, since October, it's been pretty stinking nice. It's been, you know, highs have been, you know, no lower than the 40s, maybe the 30s. We've had one little day of flurries, snow flurries, and that's about it. No major snows, no super freezing cold days. It's been kind of nice. And yesterday I was walking around in a t-shirt. I was out here grilling. Looks like today I'm out here in just this little fleece and t-shirt, and I'm actually warm in this fleece. I can take it off right now. But man, it's crazy. So we'll see how January turns out. This Frozen Butt Hang may just be a winter nice weather hang. So this You know, I have been looking at other underquilts as well. Definitely looking at all the cottage vendors. I've looked at Arrowhead Equipment. I'm really interested in the Prospect by Enlightened Equipment. That's what I really wanted to get. But, you know, due to financial constraints, I just haven't pulled the trigger on one of those really nice underquilts yet, even though I definitely need one. Now, I've also, my buddy Rob, who you've seen in some of my other hammocking videos and camping videos, he has a Costco membership, so he picked up one of the Costco down throws for me, and I'm gonna go pick that up today actually. So I'll probably do another review on that. I'll do a preview review on this Eno once I've used it a little bit. Maybe kind of do a DIY type just underquilt with that Costco underquilt. I don't know, I'm not real into sewing or much of any stuff like that, so I'm not real good with that stuff. So but I do have a mother-in-law who's real good at it. She's got real nice sewing stuff. Maybe she can help me. I'll try, we'll see, I don't know. But I'm thinking about doing a whole separate video on just gear and the price of gear and some of the trends and things I've seen lately with people and their attitudes towards gear. You know, there's a lot of people who really trash this Eno Ember 2 on the hammock forums and some places like that, and you know, the Facebook groups that I follow and some of the hammock groups, and I don't know, I've just some people's attitudes towards gear and you know, if it's not $500, it's junk. You know, this attitude is just, I'm not sure where this elitist snobbiness attitude came from, but I see the same thing in I'm in some craft beer forums. You know, if you know anything about me, I really love craft beer, real into it, but I'm not crazy about it like some of these people on some of these forums. Some of the Facebook groups I follow, these people, they go and they go on these pilgrimages and they buy $1,000 literally worth of these, you know, single run beers and these things, and I'm like, wow, that's great, I'm really excited for you, but I can't do that. I can't go out and spend ridiculous, copious amounts of money on beer or gear. You know, I buy what I can afford within my means. I have 2 children. You know, I have a lot of expenses, and you know, I make decent money in my career, but I'm not going to go out and just drop thousands of dollars. Now, I'm not putting people down for that. If you can do that, you have the means to do that, by all means do it. Enjoy it. Buy the Cuban fiber tarps, all that stuff, do it. But to put others down because they can't do that, that's where I get upset, and that's where I get really ticked off, because people just, you know, they start, well, you bought that blah blah blah, that's a piece of crap and that's gonna fall apart on you, and why didn't you buy this blah 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 from such and such? And I think that attitude is really harmful to the community, no matter what it is, whether it's hammock equipment, craft beer, whatever. Don't put people down because they can't keep up with the Joneses. They can't keep up with you. Everybody does what they can. We're all in this, you know, we're all in this together. We're all just trying to get along, and it is what it is. So, you know, for me, camping is about the experience. The gear is secondary. It's all about being out there, being outside, being outdoors, enjoying the woods, enjoying being outside with the birds and the trees and just the elements. That's what it's all about. It's not about proving to people how much you can spend on a hammock rig. Oh, look, I spent $3,000 on this system. What did you spend? It's not what it's about. I'm not out there to try to show off to my fellow campers. I'm out there to enjoy being outside. So that's my little rant. Maybe I won't do a separate video on this. I was in a real bad mood, a real sour mood about it a while back, and I decided not to make that video, and I probably won't, but that's all I'm going to say about it. So at any rate, moving on, I do have the Frozen Butt Hang coming up in January, so that's one thing I'm really excited about. Have some other things coming up. I'm going to maybe try to do Winter Adventure Weekend, which is in Carter Caves in Kentucky. And that's a real cool event. I've never done that before. I usually do the Hocking Hills Winter Hike, but I've done that the last 3 years in a row, so I'm kind of getting burnt out on it. So I want to do something a little different this year. We'll see how the weather goes. We'll see how work goes. We'll see how health issues turn out. January could be really nasty. February could be nasty. We're definitely not out of the woods yet. It's not even winter yet, so got a few more days for another week or so for that. So it could be really ugly here. We'll see. But other than that, one other big thing. I am speaking at the Adventure Summit here in Dayton, Ohio. It's at Wright State University. It's the student union in Wright State, and that's February 13th or 14th, I believe. I'll post the date here. I'll annotate it. But if you live in the Dayton, Ohio region, or Indiana, or Kentucky, or anywhere nearby, I would love for you to come see my presentation. I'm actually doing a presentation on hammock camping. So making the transition from tent to hammock camping. So I'm going to talk about hammocks, tarps, underquilts. I'm not claiming to be an expert by any means. You guys probably know that. But I have been doing this for a little while now, and there's not a lot of people here in the Dayton area who do it, and definitely not a lot of people who are talking about it for sure, or presenting on it. So I'm hoping I have a good turnout to this presentation, but it should be a great event. There's going to be guys there talking about the Appalachian Trail. They're going to be talking about the Boundary Waters area. There's all kinds of great topics, everything from backpacking to canoeing to just everything. So the Adventure Summit, it's going to be a great event. I love it. Every year I try to go, and this will be my second or third year presenting at that. So looking forward to it. Working on the presentation right now, and I'll be doing that over Christmas break for sure. I'll be working on my my slide deck. So that's about it. Can't think of much else to talk about. Hey, everybody, I want you to have a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, all that stuff. I want you to enjoy it. Have a great holidays. Happy New Year. Look for lots more stuff from me soon, hopefully, and on the channel. Got a lot more coming, I promise. Thanks to everybody who subscribed and stuck with me. Thanks to all my new subscribers. I'm almost at 600. I would love to be at 1,000 here. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you all very soon.